All right, welcome in everybody to Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with your host Frank the Crypto Tank. Thanks for joining us this morning on a Monday, lovely Colorado morning. It is about just a bit after 6 here, and today's topic is on the board. $5.89. Uh-oh, I'm forgetting something. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm forgetting something else. I'm joking. Okay. Now let's get to, first of all, today's crypto news. Let's get it. Let's get into what CoinMarketCap has to say. We are up just a hair here to 3.35 trill total cryptocurrency market cap. We also are at a fear and greed, same as yesterday, 55, staying just above neutral into greed. Bitcoin is at 107.72 today, up some. Let's take a peek on the 1 day. Little spike here. She moves fast. Yes, she does move fast. Let's see what else we got. Ethereum, I don't care about you. XRP, $2.26. Cardano, 67 cents. And Stellar coming in at 26 cents in the day. Coming in flat for the day and the week, essentially. Let's see. Internet Computer at $5.92. It is up 10.18% on the day and 22% on the week. Wow. Hello. What are you doing? ICP. All right, that's good enough for crypto market cap. Let's get into today's 589. 589. And by the way, don't forget, Caleb and Brown is your concierge crypto brokerage service. Always consider their services because they are 24/7. They also are a one-to-one backing and do not commingle your funds. And they also use Fireblocks Custody, which is institutional grade crypto custody for your funds. For your crypto coins. So go check them out and then go sign up with them. Let's get into today's cryptocurrency news before we get into our topic of the day, which is 589. We will in just a moment. Latest XRP news today. Let's see. What would you like to check today? How about we check price? Predictions. These are their predictions. Written by Sam Wisdom Raphael. Oh, this guy again. Oh. Huh. I don't care what this guy. Oh, he's going to cite AgRag Crypto. I guess we will. XRP is repeating a structural pattern that led to a massive price explosion twice in its history. With the latest, real quick, how about we just check that out? And that's here, clearly. Boom and boom. Anyway, whoops. Twice in its history, with the latest occurrence targeting a 2-digit price. For context, wait, what? I don't understand why this person writes. I'm sorry. For context, this pattern involves a breakout above the 21-period exponential moving average on the 2-week chart and subsequent retest of this breakout. Notably, market commentator AgRag Crypto, who's fantastic, by the way, discussed the latest repetition in a recent analysis. Now, that's what we will check. Is AgRag Crypto's analysis. And here it is. And these are these two spot. Well, that's the one spot, and this is the next spot that he's talking about. I'm saying we've already had the couple here. That's what he was saying, but that's fine. All right, interesting stuff. We'll just have to see. It's all speculation. Who the hell knows where XRP goes? We really don't know. We're just these cryptos. Any stock is just going retesting support, going test resistance, consolidate, test support. I mean resistance again. I mean support again. Go, shoot. You show us some green candles. Hit your support line again. Just keeps going. I mean. How about this? Let's get we can stay on XRP's chart. No problem with that on their all. And we are going to cover actually, why don't I do this? This way we're having relevant up on the screen with what we're talking about. We can just put up a generic XRP, blah, 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 trading view. But anyway, today's topic, XRP 589. We're going to run through the history of it. So we start back in 2018, an anonymous XRP community member, which you guys all know, Bearable Guy 123. I'm sure we've all seen his stuff. He's supposedly linked to the 589 lore himself. That's supposedly him. The 589 thing is Bearable Guy. The 589 supposedly is the COMEX Rule. 589 of the Nestor Vostro accounts unleashed. So there's a few things here. Others noted that dividing 27 trillion, which is what's parked around the world in these Nestor Vostro accounts, the often cited amount in these global accounts by XRP's supply, 46 billion, it equals about 589 per coin. Now that's fucking interesting as hell. Conspiracy theories also arose. Example that 589 was an unassigned ISO currency code. Ooh. ISO, International Standard for Operation, sets the codes for everything from culinary to surgical, for surgery to everything, construction, everything, banking, international standard. Or ISO.org is where you can go to see that they have a code for absolutely every single best practice in every industry. They're best practice codes that refer to best practices, essentially. And these, this is for messaging. This ISO 20022 is the ISO messaging, the International Standard of Operations messaging code for the banks. Anyway, rich data messaging. So let's get back to 589 here. So mysterious, in a lengthy lodestar post, in quotes, lodestar, called 589, in quotes, beautiful number, tied to things like COMEX Rule 589. So you can pull this stuff up and check it if you want to. And the global Nostra Vostra banking pool. So these cryptic clues, and some even speculated without any evidence. None of this stuff really is, come on, without any evidence. That Bearable Guy 123 is actually Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz. Yeah, I don't know about that. But we've all heard that. Some more wild theories. 2018 to 2019, fans spun various explanations for 589. Bearable Guy 123 himself linked it to financial lore. Let's see. Some viral hype here. 589 meme spread online. A fake Simpsons screenshot showing Bart writing XRP to hit 589 by EOY on DeVere on the chalkboard. Everybody remembers that episode. It went viral in 2022. It was a fake meme online, fooling some people before crypto media debunked it, saying that wasn't a real episode. Social posts and videos circulating, joking about an XRP 989 club or days to 589 countdown. It became a running joke. I think 589 price countdown became a running joke. For example, people created 589 army graphics and blah, 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 and memes and so forth. Community rally versus skeptics. And within the community, I don't know. Just this XRP 589 thing to me is, I don't know. I mean, I think it's all, in my opinion, I think it all is leading to a price of 589. It's never financial advice on the channel. You know, who knows? Could it be? Could it be? Mm-hmm. Could it be? Bye. Play the video back. Play it back. And see what the deal is. In 2028, by the end of 2028, play this video back and see where we are with XRP in just a few years' time. Never financial advice. Never financial advice on the channel. And by the way, don't forget to tap that like and subscribe. And by the way, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. These are guesses. And you're never going to be buying anything. Nobody is, because of what we say on the channel, because this channel is not for financial advice. It is simply for educational and entertainment purposes only. And it only will ever be that. And it only ever was that. And it will ever be that. Anyway, influencers and media concerning 589. Some crypto influencers have played along. On December 16th, 2024, analyst Crypto Bitlord tweeted, "You're not delusional enough with your price targets, XRP, at 589. I don't know. Others made videos or tweets riffing on 589. However, many experts treat it as a joke. For example, XRPL validator VET publicly declared 589 merely a handling error code, not actually a price target ever." Okay, so it might not have been a price target, but I'm going to make one up right now. $589, 2028. That's a guess. Never financial advice. That's a guess. I'm guessing. Yeah, crypto news sites and forums documented the legend. Example, Crypto Briefing is one, and Binance posts. They explain the fake Simpson image and the bearable guy origin, that it was just a hoax. Meme coins and projects concerning 589. The 589 meme even inspired token projects in late 2024. Community created coin named XRP 589. We've all heard of this. Launched on the XRP ledger, explicitly referencing the 589 price target, yada, yada, yada. On Solana. Is it an at the end, or is it a Solana? I think it's Solana. On Solana, a tongue-in-cheek token, Ripple XRP 589, ticker RXP, was minted to capitalize on the hype. There goes another one. These have no real use beyond the meme. For instance, XRP's 589's market cap was only 300 million in December 2024, reflecting speculative interest. No fundamental value, of course not. Meme coins never are. Ripple team and Reality Check, Ripple's leaders, have largely treated 589 as a community joke. Ripple CTO David Schwartz has even poked fun at it. This whole thing. Ripple's, he tweeted one time that a gas price tag of 589 proves the meme is everywhere. Ripple's official communications never mention 589 or predict any specific price, and neither does anybody else predict that price. I do. I'm predicting that price. That's my prediction right there. By 2028, I am saying we're at 589. Now, if it takes to 2030 and 2031, okay, fine. Oh, boy. All right, I am saying, first of all, those would say, you got an issue there. You realize how much money you'd have to come in XRP to make that thing go to 589? Yes, I do. Do you realize how much? Do you? Do you? All you people who say that to me. Do you really know? I want to know if you know. I don't think you do. All of you who say that, you don't know. If you're saying that, you don't know. I don't care. I say it like it is. You don't know. You don't understand thin liquidity. I'm going to let you look up thin liquidity and do your own research. Hang on, I'm going to write this shit on the board because I'm so done with this stupid shit. Hey, jackasses, I love you. But why don't you check out thin liquidity before you open your yapper? What? Wait, what? Who's learning now? You are. You're learning now. Now you're learning about thin liquidity and why XRP going to 589 does not take more money than exists on the planet, dummies. Yeah, because you ain't considering thin liquidity when you're talking. You're acting like the thing's been in the marketplace for the longest time and existed for 10 years and doesn't suffer from thin liquidity, as every asset does at its introduction to the world. For the first years or so, until enough players come in, until enough batting averages get batted in. You know how you do your at-bats for the year, right? One little at-bat, either a strikeout or a home run or a hit, changes it so drastically because you don't have enough averaged in. You're kind of suffering from thin liquidity there, right? Let's put our thinking caps on, okay? I know you can do this. I know you can understand this shit. I know you can understand how, no, it does not take all the money in the world to make XRP go to a market cap of that to make it go to 589. No, it doesn't. Because of the first years or so that we're going to deal with here, we're still dealing with thin liquidity, meaning once it gets turned on. And once legislation has been set enough, and once the XRP case is finally complete, and the SEC is not calling institutions and saying, oh, we know the case is technically over, but are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this with Ripple? Okay, all right. You know what I mean? How stupid. Yeah, that's what was going on some time ago. Like last year, that was going on. Or less, like 9 months ago. That's what people were complaining about. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I was hearing on podcasts, that information. You can't say this is the source because I'm not the source of that. But I did hear that info, is that's what the SEC was calling institutions and saying, we know the case is over, but are you sure you want to do this with Ripple? Okay. You take your chances. How stupid. Anyway, how dumb to not understand thin liquidity when you're watching life at our ages, which everybody doing this shit's in their 40s and 50s and 60s, and you don't understand how the batting average thing works. I know you do. Yeah, that's the same thing with thin liquidity. That's why XRP does not need crazy market cap. Go research thin liquidity, the details on it. Let's continue. Anyway. This channel is proving to be a nice outlet for me to vent out the nonsense that I have to cycle through and alchemize through my being concerning XRP. You know what I mean? I've got to take in this garbage horse shit that people are spitting out. I internalize it through my being, and then I spit it out as beautiful smelling roses or flowers. Sentiment impact on XRP In sum, what up, Red Dog? Yeah, diamond hands for sure, bro. Hold on. Sorry, Road Dog. Yeah, Road Dog 777. Welcome in and thank you so much. And Marnie, thank you so much. Yeah. Yep. I know people have no idea what's going on with XRP. And by the way, where most of us bought, we're still doing fine if it goes to $5.89, which we know it's going to go much higher than that. Market sentiment impact. In sum, basically, 589 remains a community meme coin. Yeah, not a fundamental thesis. Yeah, it injects humor and optimism for some holders. Yeah, many proudly call themselves part of the 589 army. Okay, well, you might be going a little far, my pal. That's okay. Everybody needs an identity. It's cool, but also frustrates, others who see it as a distraction. No official Ripple marketing uses the number at all. The broader crypto analysts dismiss it as fanciful, and the persistent, and of course the XRP tear dripping maxis, give me your tears. They can't stand it. Of course, they think it's so dumb. The persistent discussion, however, show that 589 has become part of XRP's folklore, a symbol of culture hope, even as reality keeps XRP's price outlook far lower at this point. But we're about to see a change because we've got bullish signals. We're going to see, and we see Bitcoin making a little bit of a comeback here. We know that money's then going to flow into XRP again. But I'm predicting, here goes another prediction on the channel. I am saying that that what happens along with that right there by 2028, other side there, boom, by 2028, everything's opposite. Yeah, I'm saying that the environment changes. Bitcoin dominance is like way low, way low. And then that's my yeah, right, Road Dog. Yeah, you got it, dude. Thank you. Yeah, cheers, bro. Thanks for joining us on the live. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think by the time that shit happens, fucking opposite, dude. That side. Sorry. Once that shit happens and we see 589, 2028-ish, we are going to see a completely different crypto environment, right? Yeah, we are, man. Bitcoin dominance is going to be way low, like fucking 5%. Who knows? But that's what I'm seeing. That's my prediction by about 2028 or so. I think Ethereum gets caught. Don't get pissed at me about Ethereum. I'm calling it the way I see it. I'm going to use the honesty thing here. I'm not playing any favorites, and I'm not using emotion with this. I'm calling what the most likely future I see is. It's never financial advice on the channel. Make your own decisions, do your own research. I'm saying by that time, Ethereum is going to be called out for what it is, which is cannot carry the whole crypto load up the blockchain mountain. Can't do it. Too clunky of an animal. Was never built to do it. Can try to scale the shit out of it. It's like, look, I don't mean any offense. It's like a Swift. You know what I mean? Swift created in 1974, the messaging system, Society for Worldwide Interfinancial Telecommunications, that handles all the messaging systems for the banks, and has been, and it's been updated since 1974, since its inception, its creation. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what Ethereum is. Clunky animal that keeps getting upgrades, which is fine. Whatever. Yeah, I'm predicting that is going to show that it's Ethereum will show it's a Netscape, it's a Yahoo, and the migration will happen. The mass exodus will happen. Where? To what chain? I'm not sure. I have a feeling it's going to be a few, and it's going to be the few that are easy. I think Charles Hoskinson, I think Chucky has Not sure what's going on with ADA and his chain and the ease of use to come on as a developer. I know I had heard for a while it was kind of tough. I had heard also they were easing that up, and people were not having a concern with it, and they were loving writing on Cardano. And so, in my opinion, these other chains are going to, that are way zippier. And by the way, we know that Cardano, for example, has deterministic gas fees. So you know what it is, what the fees are going to be before you put them in, and they're reasonable. Indeterministic gas fees, indeterministic with Ethereum. And, and by the way, to get to finality, it takes so damn long, and they may improve these things. But anyway, in my opinion, I think Ethereum, the mass exodus is going to happen on Ethereum coming up over the next, I'm saying about 2028-ish or so to 2030. And it will be a migration to the chains, a number of them. There's just like no one coin will rule them all. They'll be written out a number. They will be interoperable, most of them. Well, actually, all of them. They'll have to be. And these other chains, maybe 5, 7, 10 of them, who knows? Instead of Ethereum having everything written on it, the migration will happen, and Ethereum will go the way of Netscapes. And I hope you enjoyed your first, and not because of any spite or negativity. I see this as a factual thing, and I hope you enjoyed your first mover advantage. I say that without emotion. I truly hope that was good for you, Ethereum, and I have Ethereum too. Because now, the thing is somebody said to me one time, the truth always prevails in the end of anything. And it does, even if it comes to a death. It is what it is. The truth will always prevail. You're trying to do some dumb shit, trying to hide some dumb shit. The truth always does prevail. And everybody does. Everybody hides some dumb shit because everybody lies, because everybody's a human being, because everybody's not perfect. We deal with data points here on the channel. I said nothing that was not true there. Right. So everybody's got skeletons, no matter how large or how small. I don't care who the human is. Why? Because every human lies. Why? Because every human is not perfect, and every human wants us to believe they're perfect. So we lie. So until we get to a spot where we don't lie anymore, but for maybe 0.0000001% of the life on Earth that you live from here to the death, and it can be done. And boy, does your life change. And then clues, stop lying to yourself inside your head. And you got to watch your internal talk. Anyway, this channel's not for that. Let's get back to it. Ethereum taking a big nosedive by 2028. I said 2025 because it rhymed. Nosedive by 2025. No, by 2028. Later, Ethereum, you're out. You're out by 2028. The jig is up. The truth always prevails. You will be shown for what you are. A Volkswagen Bug that keeps going into the shop, and they try and turn this damn thing into a Ferrari instead of just using a fucking Ferrari. Just use the goddamn Ferrari. Okay. Oh my God. Who's that comedian who used to freak out like that? Sam Kennison, I think. He'd get out of point. He'd be like, All right, Ricky Ricardo, what up, dog? Yeah, XRP is the next newer Bitcoin. Yes, it is. Oh, yes. Well, all right, here's a question I have. Yeah, Swift is dial up internet. Yeah, it's totally true. XRP's fiber optics, dog. Yes, it is, dog. Yeah, hey, Ricky Ricardo, what up, dude? Yeah, XRP is the next newer Bitcoin. Yeah, well, good question. First of all, we got to know what the hell Bitcoin is to even answer that question, right? So what is Bitcoin? It's a store of value. Really? Is it? What is what we're saying it is? A store of value. What is a store of value? We're saying it's a store of value. What is a freaking store of value? Store of value, last time I checked, it means if you've got something you're invested in here, right? You would like a store of value, which is a store of value because it's a value or a store or a hedge against this thing you got to lie your money in. And it's a hedge against it. But here's the issue. It's correlated. Bitcoin over here. Bitcoin correlated, though, with it, with USDT's printing and it needing to hold U.S. treasuries tied with the U.S. dollar. So how is that a store of value for Bitcoin? I don't get it. Ain't nobody asking this question. I am. I don't get it. I'm not even really that smart. I swear to God, I'm not that smart. Pretty smart. I'm pretty smart. I'll be honest. I'm pretty smart compared to others around me my whole life. But I'm not really that smart. There's tons of people who are way freaking smarter than me. So how am I seeing this? Not about smarts. It's about, are you trapped in the matrix? Are you trapped into the illusion or not? Because super smart people can do super dumbass shit. Nazi Germany. Oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of examples. So it's not really so much about brain power. It's about, are you trapped in the hypnotism or not? Because if you ain't trapped in the hypnotism, you can think in these ways and see the truth and see through the mist. That's what we're doing on the channel. We're never financial advice. Please tap like and subscribe down below. And those of you who jump in and please go ahead, tap the bell notification so you know each time we do the live cast, but we do it about 6 a.m. Colorado time each morning. And yeah, is XRP the next newer Bitcoin? To answer Ricky Ricardo's question, I am going to say no, because it's not Bitcoin. If anything, it's the better Bitcoin as far as payments go, and it's the better Bitcoin as far as, well, I don't know if I want to say as far as store value goes. That might be a stretch, because of the correlation and connection of XRP with Ripple, with the whole system, with RLUSD, and how they're going to need to be holding U.S. treasuries as well. The whole connection with RLUSD and Ondo Finance and tokenizing gold. Now, and that whole, I don't know. And it starts to get sticky as far as, is XRP a true store of value and a true hedge against the reg money world that we all participate in. Sorry. So, I don't know how to answer that question. It's a good question, dude. That's a really good question. Is XRP the next newer Bitcoin? It's a really good question. It was meant to be that. We know that. Back in the day, Schwartz already had said, "Hey, we we wanted a better Bitcoin." That was the deal with creating XRPL. So, we've been on for a little bit this morning. I guess we'll hang for a little bit here more. You guys have questions, drop them in the comments. You guys have comments, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, we'll start to wrap this up. And we do appreciate you guys joining us in. Like I said, we're going to do this chat every morning, even Sundays, Colorado time, about 6 a.m. I say about because sometimes my setup with the live gives me shit. It's annoying. Trying to feed the what we use here to connect with YouTube live, which is excellent stuff and excellent software. It's still a son of a bitch. So it takes sometimes an additional 10, 15 minutes out of nowhere. That surprises me, even when I leave myself the whole half hour before I jump on. So just so you know, I'm not negligent. My ass is up early, freaking 4 a.m. Anyway, check us next time. Please tap like and subscribe. And please check Caleb and Brown, our link down below. My wife and I have been using them for over a year, and they are freaking awesome. They really are. I'm not just saying that. That's why I'm affiliate partner with them, because I tried them first. And they are what I say they are. Check them out. And check us next time. Crypto Info tomorrow morning. Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. I love you guys, and you guys have a great day. And thanks for joining us.